Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. We are joined by Raphael Neven. So you just won the 3v3 with together with Joshua and Bart Ladru.
Yes.
And you are playing Tri-brigade Zoodiac, which is a deck that is similar to the deck that you played on the YCS. You said yourself it's better.
Yeah, I think this is the improved version. I think certain changes were also made by Herman Hansen, who right now is playing the Remote Invitational.
Okay.
And I think Pierluigi, who's also still in the Remote Invitational. I think they're both top 4 right now. I think they're also playing certain cards that I'm playing. And I also fared a lot with people from the WEF Discord and Bart, who also played Tri-brigade, but he played the cat version. So yeah, a lot of thought went into this, and it's not all made by me for sure. So yeah, let's just go ahead. One rat signed by my boy Max Reynolds, and 2 blade. So we still I still really wanted to play the Zoodiacs because they force so much going second. They're yeah, incredibly strong. They make your tanky much more valuable. And yes, these are not starters on their own going first, but I think it's still worth to play them. You can just also discard them for carrots and stuff. They're not completely dead. And like I said, they force so much going second. They make your going second game so much stronger. So I actually built the entire side deck around it as well, because these are just so strong. And the rat is actually really good, normal summon. So
yeah.
So for the Tri-brigades, we can just go very quickly. I think these are the standard ratios.
Yeah.
Nothing to change about that. For the hand traps, Emperor, Double Veiler, and Triple Ash. These are the only hand traps we main deck. So this entire deck was built to game 1 have a very good matchup against all of the mid-range decks, which are Salad, Striker, the Mirror Match, and Virtual Rule. Even going second, we want to have a very important game 1 is very important. Even if you go second, we want to have a very good going second deck against it. So that's why there's not a lot of stuff for Drytrons and stuff in there. We just accept that if we lose the roll against Drytrons, we just accept that we lose game 1, because it doesn't make sense to main deck specific things for that, because it's just a fraction of the mana. And these are all very good against the mirror. These are not that great against virtual rolls. These especially are very bad. Yeah. But these kind of work still with also in conjunction with the Zeus, when you negate their
Crystal Wing.
Yeah, Shen as well. Because what you can do if you why the Zoos are very good as well if they don't pop the first Zoo, because they want to wait until you go into the battle phase. But you can just stack all the Zoos on top and then make Boar, and then when they eventually pop it, if you negated the Shen, you have 4 Beast Wars in grave, so your
entire setup.
So the Zoos do a lot of things for that, and you'll see in a minute we also play stuff for Chuche, and yeah, it all complements the Zeus a lot. Broken card should be banned. I think at the YCS I lost 4 games, and 3 of the games were against this card.
Nice.
This card's so dumb. It makes hand traps blanks sometimes, but not all the times. And that one is completely I hate it so much. This card should absolutely be banned. Barrage. That's another thing. If you play the Zoodiacs, you have one of the best extenders you can play. This is Barrage. Feather Duster. This is my 41 card. You could just cut this and have a 40 card list and actually be not an idiot. But yeah, this is my 41 card. It's also because again for the mid range decks, it's just a blowout. But you can definitely cut this one or put it in the side. What's very good, and I think this is what Herman is also playing, is Triple Cosmic in the main deck. This is of course much better than Duster, because going first it's also very valuable for hitting tankies, for hitting virtual world cards. Yeah, this is one of the best cards in the deck. It's very good against the Salaman Great deck, because they usually don't set that much, and they also main deck Boza Match, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I played against stuff like main deck Mystic Mine. You have outs. I'm a big fan of this card, especially because against Virtual Roll with the Zoos, you if you have this plus a Zoodiac, you have a very good chance of outing the entire board.
Just with 2 cards alone, yeah.
Yeah, because you can just stack 4 and then you make Zeus, and then you effect, and they Crystal Wing, and they effect again. And then you have 4 cards in hand still, and their field is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was a very big fan of Cosmic in the main deck. Tanky, of course. Desires. Not really anything to say about it. Desires is so good in this deck as well, just because like the extra card is very important to like shuffle stuff back. Triple Revolt. We tried like stuff like 2 Revolt, but like Revolt is still very good in like those games that go back and forth, like Vader, Imperm.
Yeah, having the second or maybe the third even comes up.
Yeah, and it's just about like in the mirror, it's so heavy like hand trap based right now that usually your first turn combo doesn't even resolve that much. Like it's really just like excuse me. It's really just like a fact of like trading hand traps, and if you hard draw this, like you're so far ahead as well. And like I said, like one Zoodiac can make the entire thing live as well, so it doesn't matter if they ash like Fractal.
Yeah.
Another thing that a lot of people don't like, when they use Fractal, they just send Kid, and then they say Nerval, and then they search with Nerval. But like for the same reason that like the mirror match is just trading resources, this is kind of weird. Like what we have been doing is just you send Fractal, you send Nerval, and then you add Kid. Yeah. So like you don't waste one of the Kid names. That means that you can just banish this, and if this is negated, you just keep it on the field because it's a Nerval when they kill it. And if you have Revolt already and you need the 4th name, you can just, after this was negated, you can just like make Almirage.
Send another random stuff and then...
So in that case it doesn't really change anything, but it does change like the fact that you have another kit in the deck. Triple Strike. In the YCS, Herman played Shared Right in the main deck, I played Strike, and he said like he definitely would change that back to Strike, so I think right now he's also maining Strikes, which I think is correct. And then Order should also be banned.
Alright, solid.
Yeah, so it's 41, you can cut the Duster to make it 40.
Definitely looks different than what we're used to.
Yeah, like in the YCS, we're also playing Phantasma and stuff. That profile will also probably be online. But because Virtual World was getting more popular, we didn't want to like main deck Phantasma because it's just a dead card against that.
Alright.
So yeah, Fala Galera. Access code, the bird. I think the extra deck is very standard. You definitely won't need to play 2 Ferigi because like especially with like the Zeus, but like it comes up going into like turn 3 and on.
It's just an extender as well.
Yeah, and what like comes up a lot, if you have a lot banished and you're kind of top decking with your opponent, any top deck, if you have a lot, you can just like banish 4, Shurag, banish something, and make Ferrigees.
Get the Revolt back.
No, you also like affect
add
this,
anything
you
else.
add a Zoo,
yeah.
Because you have 4 banish.
Oh, yeah.
And then you special this, and then you attack and make Zeus with 2 materials in the grind game.
Yeah.
Like usually this was also like the things that came up twice in the YCS. Like this entire play, we were both top decking, and suddenly you have a double Zeus, which is like dumb.
Nice.
Because at that point they need to top deck both a Tri-brigade and an extender, which is almost impossible if you are already playing for like a few turns.
Yeah.
Double Dragon Lords, Mirage, very good against like Virtual as well.
Yeah, protects from destruction.
Yeah. Bloza, one of this, and then the Zoodiacs with the Zeus.
Nice.
Side deck. Rank tops. So we moved these to the side because like this wasn't the main for the YCS, but like it's still incredibly powerful in like the mirror match because it just draws Zoodiac monsters. You draw one of the other cards beside, which is Green Chalice.
Nice.
Yeah, because this like complements the Zoodiacs very, very well. We should just summon the Zoo, and then they have to revolt because Blows doesn't do anything against it, and then you just use this on the Shurag, and then you out our field.
Alright, smart.
It's insane against Virtual because you just need 1 negation basically, because like the Shen is just very annoying because it banish stuff. But the Zoodiacs don't care about Crystal Wing, so it's just like about like hitting the Shen.
Yeah.
This card's also very good. You can draw it in Phantasma, like Third Vader, and then for like heavy combo stuff like and Virtual going second, you play Gamma. This is something we didn't play at the YCS at all. This could be troll if you respect Drytron more. Like I said, like you think like after siding we have this plus that for Drytron. Like the thing is like you could argue that this list Drytron is the scariest matchup because like it's so focused on the other decks. But like especially here in Europe, it's just like super underwhelming. Like it's not represented at all. And but this could be like the draw if you want to like have more for that matchup. But like.
Alright, makes
also,
sense.
like these don't conflict because you don't put them in against the same matchups. Like this is for Virtual and Drytron, and this is for the Mirror and Salad and Striker.
Yeah,
so,
and then Gamma's terrible.
yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Right.
And then the last card is free judgment. This was shared right in the YCS. The shared was very good in the YCS, but yeah, we moved it back to judgments. Like a lot of people in the Discord were like, no, you should definitely play judgment for like stuff like Lightning Storm and
Yeah, the blowouts.
They were correct. Yeah.
All right, makes a lot of sense. All right, cool.
Quick shout outs, Team Jobber, Decklist Academy, and my boys from the WAF server. Like, I'm not gonna name anyone because I'm gonna forget people and make mad. But yeah, WAF
like they always are.
Yeah,
exactly.
WAF is fun.
All right, great. Thank you for this very innovative deck profile, and yeah,
innovative.
good luck with the top 16.
Thanks.